Hey guys, I just want to share something really quick that I feel like can benefit a lot of people. It would have me yesterday had I known a little bit more about this. Febrile seizures. It's a term that I had not heard of, like I said, prior to yesterday, and I learned a lot about them yesterday. If you're not aware, this is a seizure that's caused whenever a young child's temperature rises very quickly. It doesn't necessarily matter how high the temperature rises, but it's when your temperature goes from one place to another in a very small amount of time. It can cause children to have a seizure. It's terrifying. And so I guess that would be the point of this video. I have no idea how I've gone 6 years now of having children and not known or heard about this, because based on the information that we were given yesterday, it's very common, which was good to hear at the time, obviously. And if you're going to have seizures, or if your children are going to have seizures, this would be the kind that you would want them to have. That sounds absolutely crazy, I know, but it's the truth. So going back, if you're not familiar with a febrile seizure, I would strongly encourage you to become familiar if you have young children. The chances of them, once they have them, the chances of them having them again are, or I can't remember the exact percentage, but there's a pretty good chance that it could happen again. They outgrow them by the age 5 or 6, so that's obviously a positive. But if you can just make yourself aware before something like this happens. I literally thought that I was watching my daughter die yesterday, and it was scary. So that would be the point of my video, is just to save a mom maybe, or a dad, from having to encounter something like that, walk up on something like this and not have any idea what is happening. So yeah, if you are like me and hadn't heard that term before, I encourage you to learn about that as quickly as possible, and that way, if it does, something like that does happen, it's still going to be scary, I can guarantee you, but at least you will know that they're not in immediate danger. There are things like you would want to time it, and once it exceeds a certain time, it can become dangerous, but for the most part, there's no further neurological issues and things like that. So it's not like a danger to the children. It's just very scary to encounter. So yeah, that would be my advice to you parents out there with young kids. Educate yourself on febrile seizures.